Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated like data running through.
Hey guys, and a big welcome back to my channel. This video is the perfect postpartum workout, especially as in this video I am officially 4 weeks post-baby. This is designed to help boost the recovery of diastasis recti, which is otherwise known as abdominal separation. When you are pregnant, your six-pack muscles stretch to allow room for your baby to grow, and diastasis is when the muscles overstretch and cause a separation down the midline. To check if you have diastasis, simply lie on your back with your knees bent, tuck your chin to your chest, and lift your head and shoulders off the floor. If you see doming in the middle, then you have diastasis. Now this workout is suitable for all levels of fitness except during pregnancy, as it requires you to lay on your back. So please check with your GP before starting this routine. This workout is super simple. We're going to do 1 minute for each exercise, so pop on your timer and leave it down on the floor. Then we're going to find your neutral pelvis position and make sure that your core is turned on. So I want you to overarch, and then I want you to tuck your hips under and flatten your back against the mat. This is the most important thing throughout, to make sure you're using your core and not your back. Now, let's begin. The first exercise is knee openings. I want you to gently inhale as you slowly move your knee outwards and your arm up and behind you. Then slowly exhale as you return your knee and arm to the start position. Now this workout is not about speed, but it is about breath, so focus on that more than the amount of reps. And if you'd like to make it easier, don't use your arms. And if you'd like to make it harder, I want you to switch the arm and the leg. So it'd be left leg, right arm. Your 1 minute is up. It's time to do leg lifts with extension. So again, lying on your back with a neutral pelvis position, I want you to inhale as you slowly lift one leg off from the floor to 90 degrees. Once your leg is at 90 degrees from the floor, extend it fully, making sure you maintain that neutral pelvis. As soon as your back arches or you notice coning in your stomach, it's time to return the leg. Now you do this by exhaling as you return your leg to a bent position and then back to the start position. Again, if you find this too difficult, get rid of the hands or just take the leg out to a slightly more bent position, such as 45 degrees. This is your workout and I don't want you to push it so that you increase the coning. So whatever you can do, make sure you breathe correctly and work through the posture. Exercise 3 is tabletop, again lying on your back. Now I want you to inhale as you lift one leg off the floor to 90 degrees and then lift your other leg to the same position. Then exhale as you lower the first leg back to the floor, keeping it on repeat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now if you find this really difficult, don't touch the floor, just take the leg to the point that you can, or just focus on bringing the legs up and taking them back down again, whatever works for you. Exercise 4 is bridge raises, which we all love, and I was doing these throughout my pregnancy. So I want you to inhale to prepare and engage your abdominal muscles. Then I want you to exhale as you curl your tailbone off the floor, tilt your pelvis up, and lift your bottom off the floor. Inhale as you hold this position, exhale as you lower your spine back down to the floor. Again, I would also like you to squeeze from your knees as well as your glutes and your tummy. And from time to time, look down at your tummy and make sure there is no coning happening. If there is, I want you to think about your pelvic floor and make sure you have the breathing the correct way round.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious over
Okay, now we're going to do bridge raises with a leg lift and our arms up ahead just to make it harder. So I want you to exhale as you curl your tailbone off the floor, tilt your pelvis up and lift your bottom off the floor like in the previous exercise. Now I want you to lift one leg off the floor to 90 degrees and kick it out in front of you. You inhale as you hold this position and exhale as you bring the leg back in. If you find this too hard, you can go from a bridge raise to kicking a leg out to back down on the floor, or you can remove the arms. But it's a great exercise. Make sure to squeeze your glutes, squeeze through your knees, and check to see if you have any coning happening. If you do, bring yourself down, realign yourself, breathe, and start again. Okay, one of my favorite exercises and awesome if you have lower back pain is the pelvic tilt. So lying on your back with your knees bent and the soles of your feet on the floor, this is your neutral position. I then want you to exhale and gently rock your hips towards your face, towards the side and towards your butt. Your butt will not actually leave the floor, but you will feel your lower back press into the floor and you're essentially taking the curve out of your lower back. Think of your pelvis as a bowl of water. When you do the pelvic tilt, the water will be spilling towards your belly. Again, you're going to do a full minute of this, but if it gets tiring, give yourself a rest and also make sure that you're in a comfortable position. You can also do this standing if that feels better for you.
I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown.
Okay, next we have what I call Superman, and this is on your hands and knees. Your hands should be below your shoulders and your knees below your hips, and make sure your spine has a neutral curve. I want you to inhale and then exhale to begin. So inhale as you extend one arm out in front and the opposite leg behind you. Extend your arm and make sure they are at shoulder and hip height, making sure that your pelvis stays in a neutral position and you're not shifting or overarching your weight. I then want you to exhale as you return your arm and leg back to the starting position. This feels so nice and it's something I always do every morning. If you can, also think about your belly and try and pull it in, zip it up from the bottom all the way through like a corset. But if that's too much for you right now, you can relax that and just focus on keeping that neutral spine position.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious overloaded. Careful, don't pull the cord on me. No time to stay around. Keep walking till you get out of my face. Regrets, restricted access. I'm just a flight to get up in ya. We love discharging. I'm gonna waste my time with someone slowing me down, 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 down. So high, I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown. Can't take my crown.
You're nearly there. It's time for the last move, which is all about belly pumping. Now, for this, you can do it seated, standing, or on all fours. Find your neutral position, relax your body, and focus on your breathing. Now, I want your belly to inflate as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, I want you to pull your pelvic floor and transverse abdominis together. Now, if you haven't found your pelvic floor, you can Google it or leave me a comment below and I'll do a video just on this. This is not just pulling your belly button in as if to make you look skinny. This is imagining you have a corset on and zipping up from below your belly button all the way up. It takes a little bit of practice, but I promise it's worth it. Belly pumping helps maintain and connect the deep core muscles, decreases lower back and pelvic pain, and obviously helps work on diastasis and is safe during pregnancy as well as after. I look forward to seeing you guys recreate this. Send me any messages that you need and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Love you guys lots. Bye.
In my prime, start rolling